It's not often we talk about topics that revolve around things that don't happen on the ice, or at least don't happen on the ice within the boundaries of an NHL game, in the time frame that you play, when you score the goals, and when you win the games. This is a funny story about the Montreal Canadiens and probably one of the most exciting moments in the entire year, pretty much. Remember earlier back in December 14, during the second period intermission against the Red Wings, where a Habs fan had a shot to win $50,000 by standing at center ice and shooting the puck into a very tiny hole at the end of the ice. Remember that? I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that. That made highlights. Everybody was freaking out because, oh my goodness, this guy just got $50,000 by sending the puck all the way down there in a straight line into the open cage through a very, very small hole. Well, it turns out the Montreal Canadiens still haven't paid the guy. Yeah, he hasn't received the money yet. This is an article from balcourbe.ca talking about how Patrick Proteau, who is the guy who shot the puck and won the $50,000, is still waiting for that $50,000. The article goes over how everybody was excited, and it goes over the actual shot itself. But then the article goes over why exactly Mr. Proteau hasn't actually been paid yet. This article is in French, but I ran it through the Google machine. It has spat out the English translation of the words on the page, and we will read this here because I do speak English fluently. The competition, which was the actual shot competition itself, was orchestrated by the Molson Coors Brewery. And is regularly the case, the organizers take out insurance on the competition, so they don't have to pay the money if there is a winner. Pretty much just covering themselves, so if there is a winner, they're not losing out on a whole bunch of money. In the end, he's going to be paid by Molson Coors insurers. So not the brewery, but the insurers and the insurance company of Molson Coors Brewery. Then afterwards, the claims adjuster had to contact him to make sure that all the regulations were followed to what the contest is supposed to be. The stick length, the paddle of the curve, and if he touched the blue line while throwing, if he's trained before, and all that stuff. The verdict only came down very recently, and everything is great. So he should get the money in a few weeks. But still, a few weeks isn't now. In fact, he won this money back in December. It's actually kind of funny because a lot of people were talking about things like, oh, he just won $50,000, time to book an immediate vacation to Italy. First off, that wouldn't have been a good idea because the thing, and second off, it wouldn't have been a good idea because the thing is very present in Italy. But Mr. Proteau actually did some very smart investing with his money, and he actually didn't buy anything yet. This is what he says about that. If I had blazed everything with my credit card immediately after winning $50,000 and said to myself, yeah, I'd pay it off later, it would have cost me $1,200 in interest each month. I did the math. And there, it's been 3 months, and I'm still waiting. He plans to eventually travel and do some renovations to his house, and his financial advisor suggests investing part of the money to make it grow when the world markets start to rise again. So, there you have it. Mr. Proteau, the guy who won all the money, hasn't been paid yet, but he hasn't done anything that makes him in a desperate need for money anytime soon, much to the dismay of Habs fans watching that and thinking that the best decision would be to blow it all at once. So, to Mr. Proteau, smart decision. Smart decision to not actually spend any of the money until you actually got it, so you wouldn't be in debt, and good on you for actually having the patience, because if there's anything I've learned, being an immigrant, growing up in Canada here, yeah, that's right, I wasn't born in Canada, I was born in the Philippines, actually. It's that Canadians are pretty nice people, and they can wait. They can wait. They've got some patience, just like this guy over here, this Habs fan who won $50,000 3 months ago and who still hasn't received it. So I hope you enjoyed this funny little video, and bye.